we're going to look at the top 4 Type-C charging bricks on Amazon. Now, when I do a search on Amazon, typically what I'll do is I'll throttle over that Prime, and then I'll look for Prime free shipping and free returns. So that's what I did on these 4 items here. And the reason I wanted to do this video was I think a lot of people have challenges with the brick, right? A lot of phones now, if you have a newer iPhone as of 12 and above, or even the Samsung, they no longer include that charging brick. You remember these here? This was on the iPhone, right? You have the Type A piece there. This was only 5 watts, so really you weren't getting a lot of charging power from this. And then in terms of Samsung, they typically included this. So that one there from the iPhone was from an iPhone XS. This is from a Samsung S9. So this one, I looked up the watts. It says adaptable fast charging, which typically is 15 watts. And then this one, the Apple one, was 5. So the ones I'm going to show today are all fast charging. They're all 18 watts and above. They are all Type-C. And when I say Type-C, it's going to be this piece here. So you have that Type-C piece, which is same top and bottom. It's an oval. You'll find that this Type-C is now in a lot of vehicles, right? So you'll have a Type-C to Type-C, which so basically it's this, right? You have the same piece on both ends. So you have both that have a Type-C. And you'll also find on some Apple products now, starting with the iPad Pro, I believe in 2019, it has a C for the charging. Then you also have where they have the C from the brick to the lightning cable. And then on the Samsung end, or really even Android in general, your Google Pixels, your Motos, your OnePlus 8s, really most of the higher end Androids, in fact probably all of them by now, are going to have that Type-C charging, and you can do a C to C, which promotes faster charging. So the top 4 that I found, we're going to do a little unbox here. This one is, let's see, this particular one, and they all are going to have protection in terms of over wattage, over charging. So you'll have a Type-C here, black in shape, feels good to the touch. This one is Jojo Tech. This is 18 watts. So this is the lowest of the wattage that we're going to show today. All of these again are under $10. So really a great deal, but I didn't want to just choose by price. I wanted to choose by other factors as well. Like I said, you know, you're free shipping. I mean, who wants to pay for shipping anymore with Amazon Prime, right? And free returns, because if you don't like it, you can always just bring it to a place and they'll ship it away for you, and there's no charge for that. So that's great. So this one right here, at the time of when I screenshotted this, and I'll put that up there at $688, but it actually did drop in price, so it's under $6 now. But really good, right? Type-C. And it does have it calls it multi-protect. So overheating protection, over current protection, over voltage protection, and over circuit protection. So all in all, a good Type-C charging brick. The next one we have is made by ABCpow. At least that's the company name, that is, brand. I like that name, ABCpow. So really the same as the previous one that we showed, just in white. This one, again, as of when I screenshotted this, prices can always change, is $8.99, so again under that 10. This one is 20 watts. So you have your Type-C here, so it's going to plug in, and there's your Type-C. And it has all the same protections as well. We'll go ahead and put that picture up. This has overheating protection, overcharging protection, over current protection, short circuit protection, and over voltage protection. So basically stops the phone from overcharging because it cuts power off from this. So that is the second one. And I'm doing it in terms of watts. The last one, though, that I want to show, it has an interesting feature I thought was pretty cool when I was searching. So that's why I picked this particular one up. This next one here is ExFly. This is a rounded one. It says super fast charging on it. So you have your Type C, super fast charging. There's your plug there. This one is showing $8.99. And this one says comprehensive safety, exclusive security protection system against overheated, overcurrent, overcharging, and short circuit. That was a good movie, huh? Short Circuit. Remember that one? All right, so that is that one. And they all feel very similar in terms of the touch. Like they don't feel like there was cheap or faulty components. Of course, not opening them up to see the inside. All right, so this one I really like. This one here, it's got a little indentation for when you're taking it out. Kind of gives it a nice little grip. This one is Cable Lovers, and it's $9.69. Now you'll see here, that's why I like it. You can actually charge 2 devices at one time, and this one is 20 watts. The previous one is 25 watts. So the previous one is the highest of the wattage that we have here. This one just gives you more usability with that second plug-in. So you could do a USB-A, right? You could also do a USB-C. So you can charge 2 devices at once, which just makes it a lot easier. And if you have a this available in a vehicle, well, then that just gives you more advantage to charge, especially on the go, on a road trip, what have you. So that's why this particular one happens to be my favorite, because possibly, well, iPhone in terms of the Apple iPhone itself, because the iPad mini, I believe the newest one, does have the Type C now for charging and no longer has the Lightning. So is that going to come to iPhone? I don't know. What do you think? Put that in the comments for me. What do you think is, and when? When will that be? When will the iPhone have a Type C charging instead of that Lightning? What are some things you look for in terms of charging? This basically is, as you know, I work in the wireless industry, and so this is always a topic of conversation, because a lot of customers, they don't buy phones every year. They don't buy them every 2 years. They buy them every 3, 4. And so they're very surprised to know that this is no longer included. And then they're like, well, which one do I get? So I wanted to put this video together and really would love some feedback too. What do you think of the whole no more brick? Why did they do that? Is it to keep the smaller box for shipping so they can be able to ship more devices at once? Is it the weight? Is it to conserve and not have so much electronic waste? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And have a great day.